Good afternoon, Kurt Capra here with your daily recap for today, Tuesday, May 2nd. Hope you guys had a great trading day. And while the markets were pretty quiet, we definitely had some things moving based on earnings. And that's the silver lining here with what's been going on to begin this week, is that we've had a real quiet market. However, with earnings, there have been definitely those pockets of strength and or weakness depending on where you're looking. But at this point, we've got Apple coming up here with earnings after the close. We'll see what they report and how that's impacting the market for tomorrow morning. But then also, why else has the market been kind of quiet and just drifting, if you will? Well, we've got the FOMC tomorrow, we've got Facebook and Tesla earnings after the close tomorrow, and then we've got the jobs report later in the week. And then you also have the French second round of the French election this coming Sunday. So still a lot of uncertainty, a lot of information for markets to digest, and traders are just kind of taking it easy, waiting to see what's going to happen here. So we'll see what Apple reports, but you can see here the S&P has just been real quiet, real tight here, sitting under 240, but overall very constructive and looks like it's going to break to the upside here for a run through that 240 level. And if we turn our attention here to the Qs, you can see that they've clearly been the standout here as far as markets go. They've been pushing higher, leading the charge. Names like Apple, Facebook, Netflix, all helping, Amazon, all the usual suspects, all helping to drive this higher. And so all indications point to this following through higher, but it may be a sell the news type of event. We'll have to see. If we take a look at Apple here, it closed neutral overall, up on the day. And as I said, we've got earnings here coming up soon, and we'll see what happens there. But it could, as I said, be one of those scenarios where it gaps up on the news and then it's a sell the news type event. So we'll see, right? We'll see what happens. And Scott will be back with you guys tomorrow for the morning call. Definitely outline what's going on there and how he's going to be looking to navigate through. But in other areas, right, as I said, we've got the FOMC tomorrow. Take a look at the financials. Financials here have been pulling back into support. Another quiet day overall here today, but they were able to recover off of the lowest levels of the day, which suggests that it might be able to start pushing higher here tomorrow, or at least over the next couple days. So 2380 is going to be the level you're going to want to pay attention to, above 2380, and I really think that this could start gaining some traction, but until then, really just going to have to watch and observe the action overall. In other areas, IBB pushing up here, poked its head above 300 before selling off. So we'll see how it holds up here around this level. It's really had a hard time staying above that 300 level here for some time, going back to mid to late February. So we'll see what happens there, and then take it a step at a time. But definitely keep an eye on this IBB. It does look pretty good overall. And then we've also got energy, which has been getting hit here recently and selling off. This looks like it's got room to just continue bleeding lower. If we go to the weekly chart, you can see it does have some support off to the left here, but it tested it once at this point, and so we'll see if it doesn't continue to push deeper into these levels over the coming days and weeks. All right, but as I mentioned, we've got Facebook earnings tomorrow. This has been looking really good, so if the chart's any indication, it may look to push higher, and then another sell the news type scenario. And then also Tesla is set up well overall for follow through higher. So again, we're just gonna have to wait and see where it's opening, and then Is it confirming the pattern? Is it negating the pattern? Where is it opening relative to support and resistance? Those questions really play a key part in the process of determining what to do. It's not just a reaction to the news and just trade what you hear. It's really about what you're seeing based on the charts. All right, so hope everybody had a great day. We'll see what happens here with Apple, which still has not yet reported, but we'll see what they report, and we'll see how the markets are reacting tomorrow. And we've got another round of earnings coming up tomorrow along with the other news mentioned, so we'll see. Until then, guys, have a great night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.